the most exclusive street in Massachusetts, ultra-luxury waterfront living, a tree-lined suburban sanctuary in the middle of the city, and historic charm that defines Boston's identity. Today, we're touring the very best streets to live on in Greater Boston. If you're planning to move to Boston or interested in learning about the very best streets on which to buy a home, this is the only video you'll need. Picking the right area is super critical, but can be daunting since Boston neighborhoods are small, yet every street feels completely different. To save you time and give clarity, I'll walk you through the very best streets that truly define Boston living, so you'll know exactly where to zero in on your next home. These streets are the best for residential living, featuring some of Boston's most exclusive and expensive homes, each with its own character and charm. My name is Charlie Smith, founder of the Boston Luxury Homes YouTube channel and real estate advisor here in the city. Reach out anytime for help relocating, buying, leasing, or investing in the greater Boston area. Starting with the longest street first, Beacon Street, stretching from downtown Boston, running through Beacon Hill, Back Bay, Kenmore Square, Fenway to Brookline, and ending in Newton, Massachusetts. This is one of the most beautiful streets to live on in the state. In Beacon Hill, this street is home to the Massachusetts State House and runs along the edges of Boston Common and the Public Garden. The homes sitting in the Beacon Hill portion of Beacon Street enjoy park views and a prime city location with historic charm. These lower-number Beacon Street properties very rarely come on market, and when they do, can reach sales prices of up to $25 million. As Beacon Street continues west into Back Bay, it becomes one of the neighborhood's defining addresses. Here, rows of historic brownstones line the streets, many of them lovingly preserved or transformed into luxury condominiums. On one side, homes have views of the Charles River and Cambridge skyline, with trees lining the street. Life on Beacon Street and Back Bay feels distinctly Boston. Mornings often start with a jog or walk along the Charles River Esplanade just across Storrow Drive, while evenings might mean strolling over to Newbury Street for dinner or a drink. The mix of quiet historic charm on the street itself with the buzz of city life just a block or two away creates a balance that's hard to find anywhere else. You'll see neighbors walking dogs, students heading to class, and professionals commuting downtown on foot, all with the river and skyline as the backdrop. The next street over, Marlborough Street, is even more quiet and perhaps the most residential street in all of Back Bay. With no major businesses, shops, or through traffic, life here feels almost tucked away, despite being in the heart of the city. The majority of Marlborough is one-way traffic, contributing to a more pedestrian-friendly atmosphere. The tree-lined sidewalks and rows of elegant brownstones create a peaceful vibe that feels worlds apart from the bustle of downtown and Copley Square just several blocks away. Living on Marlborough Street means enjoying a slower pace, neighbors greeting each other on their stoops, families out for a walk, and the sound of birds in the morning instead of traffic. It's a street where residents feel truly at home, and it offers a level of privacy and serenity that's rare in such a central location. Out front, many homes have flower boxes, small gardens, and personal touches that make the street feel warm and welcoming. This street is a favorite for many people and highly desirable for families as it's the most quiet in Back Bay. Just one block over from Marlborough and next on the list is Commonwealth Avenue, one of Boston's grandest streets. Known simply as Comm Ave, it's defined by its wide boulevard and central green mall that stretches between the Public Garden and edge of Kenmore Square. The street itself spans between Newton and the Back Bay. Walking along the mall feels more like strolling through a European city, with statues, fountains, and rows of trees that change beautifully with the seasons. Benches allow you to sit and enjoy the scenery with a book or a coffee. Famous for its holiday lights, which are on every year starting in December. Life on Comm Ave blends elegance with activity. The wide sidewalks and park-like center make it perfect for morning jogs, dog walks, or simply enjoying a quiet bench in the middle of the city. The brownstones here are some of the most recognizable in Boston, often with grand entrances and detailed facades that speak to the neighborhood's 19th century roots. Returning to Beacon Hill is Louisburg Square, which is the crown jewel of Beacon Hill, a street so exclusive that it almost feels like a private enclave in the middle of the city. Louisburg Square, tucked in the heart of storied Beacon Hill, is not just a top sub-neighborhood in Boston, but a top street in the country. This street's elegant character is enhanced by some of the most stately homes in Boston, including legendary 6-level single-family homes. Louisburg Square is flanked between Willow Street and West Cedar Street, with Pinckney Street to the north. Steps away from the old Charles Meeting House and the always buzzing Paramount Restaurant, Louisburg Square is truly the center of Beacon Hill. The Boston Common is 2 short blocks to the south, and the city's financial district is a 10-minute walk to the east. Louisburg Square's residential history begins in 1826, when a partition deed laid out a plan in which a central park and adjacent streets would be owned by the founding neighbors, hereafter known as the proprietors of Louisburg Square. This group of 28 homeowners is referenced as one of the earliest examples of a homeowners association in the country. Living on Louisburg Square is more than just an address, it's about a lifestyle of refinement and history. Residents are afforded the right to park on the square itself, which is a rare treat to have direct access parking in this area. Next, Union Park is without a question the most prestigious address in the South End and one of the most beautiful residential streets in all of Boston. Centered around a private elliptical park filled with mature trees and historic fountains, the square is encircled by elegant 19th century brownstones that have been carefully preserved for more than 150 years. Designed in the 1850s to mirror the exclusivity of Beacon Hill's Louisburg Square, Union Park still carries that same sense of refinement and privacy today. The homes are architectural masterpieces. Many have been restored down to the studs, outfitted with modern kitchens, baths, and high-tech amenities, while still preserving original features like plaster moldings, pocket doors with wheel-cut glass, and ornate fireplaces. The demand speaks for itself. In 2025, a 6-story single-family townhouse at 39 Union Park sold for $10.2 million, setting a new record for the highest on-market sale ever in the South End. That 6,800 square foot home features 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 3 kitchens, a private garden, and one of the most impressive primary suites in the city. It's proof that buyers are willing to pay a premium for the rare opportunity to live on Union Park. The real draw goes beyond the home themselves, it's the lifestyle. Residents enjoy front-facing views of the private park, quiet, tree-lined sidewalks, and a true neighborhood feel in the middle of the city. Step outside and your moments from the South End's renowned dining scene, coffee shops, galleries, and boutiques. Yet when you return home to Union Park, you feel a sense of calm and privacy that makes it one of the most coveted enclaves in Boston. Next is Commercial Street, which runs along the edge of Boston's historic waterfront and is the heartbeat of the city's maritime charm. Life here is all about being close to the water while still enjoying the energy and convenience of city living. The street itself has a mix of historic buildings, restaurants, and boutique shops, but what truly sets it apart are the wharfs that extend from Commercial Street into Boston Harbor. These wharfs host some of the city's most coveted waterfront condos, offering residents unparalleled views of the harbor, boats passing by, the skyline, Logan Airport, and far beyond. Living on one of the wharfs or piers off of Commercial Street means mornings with sunlight glinting off the water, leisurely strolls along the Boston Harbor Walk, and evenings spent dining at waterside restaurants or enjoying a cocktail while watching the boats drift by. The wharfs provide a rare combination of privacy and connection. Your steps from the energy of the city, yet you feel like you're in your own little harborside neighborhood. The waterfront condos here include historic loft conversions and several more modern mid-rise residences with floor-to-ceiling windows, private terraces, and direct harbor views. Residents enjoy access to marinas, walking paths, and outdoor spaces that make Boston's waterfront one of the most desirable urban settings in the country. Now, in the Seaport District nearby, Liberty Drive is my pick for the best street in the area. Fan Pier is the crown jewel of Boston's waterfront. This stretch is where the city feels most modern, alive, and connected with the ocean. Lined with sleek glass towers, fantastic restaurants, and a harborfront park that gives residents unobstructed views of the downtown skyline. On a summer evening, the atmosphere is electric. The waterfront green space is bustling, and dinners spill out onto patios at Mastro's, Davio's, Lola 42, and Real House Oyster Bar. The only residential offerings on this street are two of Boston's most coveted luxury condo buildings, 22 Liberty and 50 Liberty. These residences sit directly on the water, with floor-to-ceiling windows that capture sweeping views of Boston Harbor, Logan Airport, and the city skyline. Both buildings offer private terraces, high-end finishes, and amenities including concierge service, fitness centers, and underground parking. The real draw is the lifestyle. You can step outside your door and be surrounded by the best dining in the city, a vibrant cultural scene, and the tranquility of the harbor all at once. Condos in these buildings, since being completed in 2015 and 2018, have consistently appreciated over the years, highlighting the demand to live here. Owners wake up to sunrises over the ocean and end the day with a short stroll to some of Boston's most acclaimed restaurants, all while having green space and the marina just outside the door. Lastly is the street, which, while not in Boston, is very close nearby and one of the most highly desirable streets to live on in the state. Brattle Street in Cambridge, Massachusetts, known historically as Tory Row, the street begins right in Harvard Square and winds west through the Old Cambridge Historic District, eventually running parallel to the Charles River. Living on Brattle means you're just steps from Harvard University and Harvard Yard, with all the energy of Harvard Square, from boutique shops and independent bookstores to cafes, fine dining, and cultural institutions. The street itself is lined with some of the city's grandest residences, ranging from Georgian and Federal-style mansions to stately Victorians and beautifully preserved estates. Many of these homes date back centuries and feature original details like carved wood moldings, soaring ceilings, and elegant fireplaces, while interiors have been thoughtfully renovated with chef's kitchens, spa-level bathrooms, and expansive gardens. Recent sales here have reached into the 10 to 16 million range, demonstrating just how rare and valuable property here is. Residents enjoy a tree-filled, private, suburban-like atmosphere with quick access to the Charles River, making walks, rowing, or simply enjoying the scenery part of everyday life. With its mix of Harvard, lab, and Cambridge office space proximity, cultural importance, and some of the most exclusive real estate in the city, Brattle Street remains one of the most coveted streets in all of Massachusetts. Overall, these are, in my professional opinion, the very best streets to live on in Boston, each with its own personality, history, and lifestyle. Whether you're drawn to the brand new waterfront luxury lifestyle of the Seaport, the historic charm of Beacon Hill, the quiet elegance of Back Bay, or the academic prestige of Cambridge, the city has something to offer for everyone at the highest level. If you're thinking about making a move here, whether buying, renting, or investing, I'd love to be your resource. My name is Charlie Smith, and I specialize in helping my clients navigate Boston's luxury real estate market. Feel free to reach out anytime, and if you enjoyed this video, please share it with anyone who might be considering a move to Boston. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on Boston real estate, luxury homes, and property tours.